Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she's made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 545, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bursts into me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Javon Baker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Jackson to throw it. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw for Jackson. Finds his target, Ryman. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Jackson finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Completes this one to Baker. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The Giants using their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and 4 coming up now. Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tua out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And his first pass falls incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And have him gain about a handful there. Justin Matabike making that stop. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They've got a man in motion. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to the well again. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. We're at the end of 1 in a defensive showdown that has... Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Dumped off to his running back. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is... staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now give left side. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go. Play action. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes it's breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Pass complete to Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Javon Baker with the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Forced out to his right. On the move. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Play action now with Jackson. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Baltimore. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So it's second down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Tua now from the gun. It is cut left side. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Here's Tua. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Giants pushing for points. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered read on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Giants are set to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Oh, and they're going to fake this one. This is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 1-score game before halftime. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before
Play.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lamar now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
No, we can't.
First down, here's Lamar. Hauled in left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Finds his target, Ryman. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air yet again, May. Has it at the 7. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They go play fake with Jackson. He rolls to his right. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for the QB to put right in this tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He'll wind up and heft it deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Tunga Vailoa. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's Tua again. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. This is complete to Neighbors. And he gets him around 6 there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running it now out of the gun. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Working quickly here. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. Tough sledding the last couple of runs. It's 4th and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Another carry for him. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is some old school brutality. An offense close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed right its way. In a battle of wills, the offense gets it done.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 21. Cut out left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he shows a burst on this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now here's Lamar. Cut by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Jackson, quick pass wide. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Running this one left. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Ravens 24, Giants 21.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal. So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Tagovailoa to throw. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Second and 10 now. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's inside the 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants come through to tie it in the 4th. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. On the run right. Throwing deep down the sub. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field. We've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Now it's Jackson. Completes this one to Baker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. And again, it's Jackson. Put the body on the line for his team. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And this one doesn't go far. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Lamar off to play fake. Into the hands of Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th.
That's about trust. Trusting the QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Tunga Bailoa into the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Giants losing by 7. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Here he is to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Second and 3 now. Man in motion, out of the slot. Back to throw. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They design this off left tackle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
He'll look to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run right, throwing deep. He's got it deep downfield. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.